sitting in the rear seats of the new 2019-2020 Toyota Corolla, everybody's favorite compact family sedan. How many years? It has been decades of generations over generations of Toyota Corolla, and this is the latest. And I am here in the back seat. I'm the backseat driver. In front of me is, okay, let's have a look. In front of me is YS Khong.
Hi.
And then we have driving here is, yes, Mr. Okay, also known as Zachary Ho. So anyway, Corolla, Toyota Corolla Altis, new generation. It's on Toyota's TNGA platform. It's spacious inside, with Zachary Ho inside. Very spacious. Driving, I'm at the back, sitting behind Zachary Ho, who's actually quite a decent height dude. He's not a hobbit.
Really?
He's not a hobbit.
Large.
It's, yeah. So anyway, space is good. The seats are in this G-Spec model, 1.8 G-Spec, leather trimmed. It has nice soft touch plastics, if you see. Also, even on the side door cards and all, plastics are quite soft touch. Piano black a bit on the armrest and all. From the driver's point of view, it seems to be good. Instruments are legible. Everything is typically Toyota, on the point that everything is, if you get in the car, you jump in the car, you won't have to fiddle much with the controls and all. Everything is where you want it to be. So it's a Toyota. On that point, it's very good. I think the infotainment unit needs to be a bit on the larger side, because the floating infotainment screen, the frame of the infotainment screen, while it's supposed to be a floating kind of look, it is a little bit too big for the head unit actually. Let's talk about the connectivity, since we're talking about the head unit and all. There's wireless charging. There's also DVD, AVX with USB mirroring, USB and accessory connector. It might be very good. Might have Bluetooth audio, the usual inputs, USB, everything. You can connect off your whole system and all, but it just looks like the screen is framed by something too big. Aside from that, what else does it have inside this interior? 7-inch color information display with Optitron meter. So yeah, it looks good. It's got a typical blue LED tint hint and all. There is dual zone air conditioning, automatic rain sensing wipers, rear sunshade, rear blowers. Yeah, so yeah, I can feel it, I'm cold. There's also an optional vehicle telematic system, VTS, if you want it. So quite a lot of specs. There's 7 SRX airbags, blind spot monitors, front and rear DVR recorder, 3D panoramic, 360-degree panoramic camera view for your parking and all, and VSC traction control hill start assist is there. And according to, from what I see in the specs and all, there's also active safety. There's also pre-collision system, so it basically will avoid or mitigate frontal collision. It works with the dynamic radar cruise control. This is adaptive cruise control, which is actually a very good thing. So for people who are a bit lazy to, you know, work on it, they let the car adapt to the traffic. Good in traffic conditions like what we are in right now, a bit of traffic jam and all. Some people like to put adaptive cruise control on and let the car like work itself out in some ways.
Does it have low speed follow?
According to this one, it's at all speeds. So yeah, according to the,
No, it cannot activate below 30.
definitely just now. Then what is all speeds and all? So there's a bit of confusion here. According to the brochure, it's all speeds. So Zach, do you want to test the all speeds? You got to have both hands on the wheel. It has to be about 30 kilometers to activate.
I've already set it.
So
Going at low speeds.
does it work? Is it working?
At 20 km/h? No.
And now, okay, what are you doing, Zach?
I'm playing with the adaptive cruise control.
So is it adapting to you?
And yes, now it is accelerating. I think it's because of the distance set to the car in front.
Okay.
Now that it's gone beyond that boundary, this car is catching up to it.
So it will work at speeds below 30 in some ways?
I have to set it. It activates if you're traveling at 30 km/h or above. And then it can do the low speed thing.
I see. So you
Yeah.
got to set it at speeds a bit higher than 30.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
So
Let's
right
see
now,
whether it
right now
stops.
it's the car controlling itself based on the car in front.
So you're just holding on to the steering wheel lah.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm not touching the brakes. I'm not touching the accelerator.
You're using the force.
I'm using the force.
Alright.
May the force be with you.
So it works in this Toyota. The adaptive cruise control system works in this Toyota. So for all of those who usually get stuck in commutes, this Toyota will actually help assist you in making life a bit better. So anyway, there's automatic high beams. There's also lane departure alert and lane tracing assist. So basically it's lane keeping to the max, but it has to work together with lane departure and also dynamic radar cruise control has to work together to get lane tracing assist. So other than that, it's basically well equipped. Blind spot sensors and all. Automatic parking brake is also there. So automatic brake hold. So good specs. Road noise a bit intrusive on the 17-inch wheels. Most probably is a tire choice, or the tires are just fresh, haven't been totally run in and all. But all in all, the double wishbone rear suspension seems to be soaking up the bumps quite well. So it rides very well for a C segment 1.8 litre sedan. So this is the interior, my interior review of the cabin. Plastics are nice again, leather is good, ride is good, equipment levels are good. This is a good first impression in terms of being inside this new 2020 Toyota Corolla. Okay. Here, first time holding the steering wheel, nicely adjustable. Seat position is good. The steering feels nice and chunky. Gear knob feels nice. 1.8 CVT, 139 horsepower, 170. 173. 170 Newton meters of torque. 7-speed CVT simulates 7 speeds. You know? So. Okay, anyway, steering wheel is nice. As driver, the ride feels good. As passenger, the ride was good just now. Okay, lower bumps and all. It soaks up bumps very well at these low speeds. Steering is nice and light. Visibility is very good. No problems of 3/4 pillar blocking or anything like that. Anyway, there's also your blind spot monitors to assist you in this Corolla, and
their front A-pillar window extends out.
Yeah, it's quite a good car in terms of view and all. Throttle response seems to be nice and
unfortunately the road is a bit wet.
Yeah, so we can't actually do the jiggy with it lah. So we headed down to Genting Jaya now, and for the next driver change. And let's see how the brakes handle downhill. Slightly wet surfaces. The front likes to drift wide in the wet. You can tell from that angle. The tires, basically, then again, you're slightly wet. Damp conditions, the car feels secure. We're doing about 40 now. Okay. Before, let's talk about the drivetrain itself. The front-wheel drive chassis seems to be nice. Engine also seems to be quiet and very refined. There's road noise intrusion in terms of tire and road noise intrusion. That's it. In terms of mechanical refinements and all, drivetrain and soundproofing around the A pillars, B pillars or C pillars, it seems to be nice. Wind noise is under control and all. On that point, the steering still seems to be nice and accurate at these low speeds. And it's wet, and there are cars. Anyway, what else can I say?
We can talk about a gigantic screen.
Yes, the gigantic screen, which yeah, they know about it. Toyota knows that, yes, the screen is a bit small, but this is all about local, making things affordable for local consumption. The car is imported from Thailand, yes, but certain details are fitted in Malaysia, like the infotainment system here you see. It is actually fitted locally. It is by Toyota, UMW Toyota Malaysia. So yes, we have a big framing a 7-inch and a bit more infotainment system. But as you know, in terms of pricing and vehicle, how you buy and sell, how they have to sell stuff within this envelope of taxes and all, you know, we all have to play this tax game here, you know. So this is the best that they can do for now. Well, but you get the rest of the car is nice. The interior is nice. The dashboard is like very modern, contemporary enough, nice touches and all, and the material seems to be solid. I'm so enjoying the soft and pliant ride and all, since I can't really do the jiggy with this car right now. But I'm enjoying the comfort, the refinement the jiggy is a dance. I'm trying to dance, but it will not allow me to. This road will not allow me to dance.
Song title, Get
jiggy with it, you know.
Forgive my ignorance.
Yeah, I know. It's a Fresh Prince. Is it Fresh Prince?
Well, it's called Will Smith.
Will Smith. If you're a guy who is as young as I am, or as young as Zachary Ho, then they will know lah.
I listened to it when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, exactly. There, drift wide. There's understeer in the wet. There it warns me. So everything works in terms of lane keeping assist and all. It works. So the car is nice. The sun is out, but the roads are still damp. So the car wants to slide. It enters into a nice stabilizing understeer kind of thing. Say if he wants to drift wide. So, but aside from that, basically quite neutral to understeer in terms of steering. Power delivery from this bump, then you just give it the full throttle. It's decent. The CVT is quite good in terms of response and all. It does not have that purely rubber band feel of a CVT. So all's quite good. Brakes are basically working overtime because we're just on the brakes all the time. Seems to be holding up well now. Still holding up well. So yeah, nice family sedan, 1.8 liter engine. Downhill, you don't feel that it's underpowered even with me driving or with two other passengers inside. So it's fine. It's all nice. But the brakes are,
How do you feel?
They've started to fade. They started to be a bit. You need to add a bit more input lah.
Because you're quite optimistic with the pedal up there.
Yes, I know. I usually am. This is Genting for you. If you just use the brakes so much and you know, don't do the pedal shifting or downshift and all, then it will just make you sweat a bit on the downhill sides. So you gotta make sure the brakes are really good. So now we've not been stepping on the brakes for quite a while. It should have recovered a bit more, and it has. More better feel. So it's a family car. You're not supposed to be super crazy about it on the downhill. Let's do a bit of manual shifting now, because that was on the brakes and all. Now I'm supposedly into gear 3 of the 7 speeds. Now up to 4 again. A bit of trail braking. 3rd gear still. Now I'm in 4th. Let's go down traffic. Traffic is quite heavy. The thing about Genting, after lunch it's busy. Genting.
Actually, do you find this a problem? The big bezel? Or the small screen?
No, it's actually because it's quite close. So you're talking about in terms of whether it's a real problem. It's only aesthetically challenged, let's put it that way.
I would say in terms of aesthetics, but only because we're used to like
big screens,
bezel-less
and all.
tablets, bezel-less smartphones.
This is like something from
bezel-less
maybe
TVs.
even the smartphone that we are using right now is all basically very thin bezels, let's put it that way.
Which I actually don't like. Because my fingers or my palm gets.
But
in the way.
that being said, depends. It's all subjective. Some people like thick frames, some people don't. Myself prefer depending on that. There's a golden ratio to anything in terms of car design. If you're talking about car design, this car on the exterior somehow now makes you look like a very hip and chic uncle already. It's no longer like the Corolla of old.
Actually, it doesn't even look uncle.
Yes, it's not uncle at all. It's a very sporty uncle. It's still uncle,
Oh, it's
but
not an uncle.
it's not an uncle. You don't think it's an uncle?
I don't think so.
Just
So
call
it's
me
no longer an uncle. It's more a 30-something young guy, you know, who's got a nice family, you know, just
Yeah.
starting up in life, the career, you know, everything's all rosy, you know, but I want something nice, reliable. I don't need a turbocharger kind of thing, you know, just to go to work and back in comfort with a nice infotainment unit with a big bezel kind of
Yep.
thing, and you know, pedal shifters when you want to at least get jiggy again. See, and there's all these old phrases coming out and all. So, but the car is good in terms of all that. The car actually gives you a lot for what 100, and this is the G spec, the full spec, at about 136,000 ringgit. So it's a lot of car for what they're giving you. Fully imported from Thailand. It's basically Toyota's regional center for cars. So it's not like it's like from some other place. Like, you know, you still get the best of everything Toyota. The prices are still reasonable. It's not like something this one, and it does inherit a lot of that very beautiful monster looks from the larger Camry. So it's nice. I like how the car looks. It's like a baby Camry in some ways in terms of how the mouth is. The big mouth is seriously nice. Oh, what did I do? What did I do?
That's your mom.
Yeah, my mom said I was. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah,
I
the
like that
roundabout,
big
can
mouth.
you take the right hand second exit?
All right. So the car is very nice in terms of like what we're doing. You know, talking to you guys and all. We're just having a decent conversation in a car that is actually more than decent. It's a good Corolla. No longer the uncle Corolla that you know. It's really that, oh, what a feeling, Corolla kind of feeling now. Proper Corolla kind of feeling.
30 years after over the
30 years after, oh, what a feeling.
keep to the
We're going
right.
retro.
Yeah. So Toyota is actually back. The whole range of cars now has been totally refreshed and made better again. It's a all-rounded package, and I wouldn't say that you might say that yes, 1.8 liter means that you can't roll that hard, but it's adequate, ample power, ample performance. So anyway, this is basically my initial impressions of the new Toyota Corolla. First impressions, first drive is quite good. No complaints on that. Minor complaints, all irritants. All these sort of things you hear like as if it's like, oh, the screen it's not a deal breaker, definitely. The engine's 1.8 is actually super smooth for 1.8 liter engine. I kind of like how it is mechanically refined, which is something in the Toyota engine, it's always something like that, which gives you a lot for making you feel good at the end of a drive. You have less fatigue and all. Same with the wind noise suppression and all. So it's quite a good drive. But anyway, do subscribe to Motoring Malaysia. Hit that like button, it means a lot to us. Hit that dislike button twice if you don't like us. Okay, till later.